For the longest time, I knew that this season was going to be interesting, not because of the storyboards or Megan's tweets, but because we were going to get a total of 4 new writers, and an interesting team of returning writers. The new writers varied from having a lot of experience to having absolutely no IMDb, but that situation may be like another Teddy Antonio. Even so, this still managed to catch me off guard. I was not expecting to have a new writer so soon. Most first efforts on this show don't turn out to be the best, but last season Corey Powell proved that a new writer can pull out gold. So let's see how Josh Habert does in Castlemania. Ha 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 ha. The episode starts with Twilight looking through her books, trying to figure out about the mysterious chest and how to unlock it. She's thinking about going to the library in Canterlot, but Princess Celestia has another idea.
As you know, the ancient castle that I once shared with...
Pro tip, never, ever, ever use the phrase, as you know. If Twilight already knows, then why is Celestia telling her? Celestia tells her to go to the ancient castle deep in the Everfree Forest. She might find a book in the castle library. So she goes with Spike and feels fangirl glee when she gets there. I suppose that's funny enough to get back that point. Also, there are star spiders surrounding Spike. Yeah, we'll get to that in a little bit. We cut to Rainbow and Applejack being surrounded by bees. And Pinky is keeping score. Apparently this is some kind of extreme staring competition. The beekeeper comes by and takes his bees back, and Pinky reveals that they're tied. Hey, it seems like their rivalry from Fall Weather Friends never died out. That's good to know. Pinky can't keep score anymore because she has to go to ring a school bell because she volunteered. Fair enough. The other two are looking for something to do to prove that they are the most daring. Then we cut to Rarity and Fluttershy wandering through the forest. Fluttershy mentions that it's Star Spider season, and they're not going to be seen or mentioned for the rest of the episode. Even if you're not going to do something with them, we should at least see them throughout the episode. You can't just forget about something that you established like that. Rarity is going to the ancient castle to restore some ancient fabrics because she heard rumors. Alright, a couple of thoughts. That seems a little bit out there for Rarity to do. But besides that, why now of all times? Rarity and Fluttershy go up to the castle and Angel gets ahead of them. They're followed by a dark shadow. They catch up to Angel, and I'm going to say right now that I love how this episode shows Fluttershy and Angel's relationship. He's not a total ass like he is in Putting Your Hoof Down, nor is his bad nature totally forgotten about like in Hurricane Fluttershy. Here, he's more like a spoiled child, but Fluttershy and Angel really do care for each other. We see Spike and Twilight with a candle. They're going to be staying there late into the night. Then we see Rainbow and Applejack. They're challenging each other to see who could stay in the castle the longest. According to Applejack, this castle is haunted by the Pony of Shadows. So we've got our setup. 6 characters in a haunted castle, each with their own purposes. What could possibly go wrong? Rarity comes across a tapestry. Fluttershy tries to unhook it, but accidentally activates a secret passage. This is thought to be a ghost by Rainbow and Applejack. They start running, and Fluttershy activates the passage again. Fluttershy hurt her wing, and Angel comes to comfort her. See, that's what I mean. But because Fluttershy hurt her wing, I'm assuming that she can't fly for the rest of the episode. And she doesn't. Angel accidentally activates a trapdoor that plunges Fluttershy and Rarity into a pit. We cut to Applejack and Rainbow running through a CGI hallway. Okay. Then we see the painting from Mystery on the Friendship Express, watching over them. Speaking of which, I'd call this episode a much better version of both that episode and May the Best Pet Win. The latter kept shoving the answer in our face and couldn't make it any more blatant, and the former wouldn't show us any clues whatsoever to desperately string together a mystery. If you're an adult, you probably know the answer to the mystery in this episode, but it's still a good one for kids. Actually, this episode seems like it wouldn't be out of place as a classic Scooby-Doo cartoon. Back to Spike and Twilight, who are surprised by Angel. He scares Spike, and that opens up a secret passage that leads to something called the Journal of the Two Sisters. Back to Rainbow and Applejack, stumbling through a hallway of disembodied pony legs. Okay. Rarity and Fluttershy are in some kind of pit, and separated from Angel once again. I like this little exchange here. Rarity sticks her hoof through a hole, and that ends up scaring both Applejack and Rainbow. Fluttershy thinks that Rarity felt Angel, and ends up activating a secret passage, leading them out of their trap. Rarity wants to leave, but Fluttershy says that they have to find Angel first, and I think I like this exchange more than the previous one. Of course, Angel is okay. Twilight reads the journal and reveals that all the traps have simple explanations and weren't meant to harm anyone. All of a sudden, the Pony of Shadow starts playing a pipe organ. Rarity and Fluttershy are looking for Angel when Rarity comes across some tapestries. The organ starts playing and manages to separate both her and Fluttershy and Applejack and Rainbow. Now everyone is on their own. Things are getting rather suspenseful, and I love it. The 4 Wanderers keep getting more and more scared, and it's to a very believable degree. It's pretty easy to get skeeved out by just being in an old building that's falling apart, or getting hurt by it. I just love that one. Eventually, they all bump into each other, but are so walled in fear that they don't even realize what's going on here. I can actually believe this. Fluttershy sees a shadow rocks that she thinks is Angel, which gets crushed by a pillar. Jesus Christ, guy, you're supposed to scare them, not traumatize them. Twilight comes out and sees that her friends have completely broken down. In a moment of actual silence, they realize what's going on. Then the pipe organ starts playing again. They find it, and it turns out that the Pony of Shadows is playing it. You could have probably guessed that it's Pinkie Pie. I won't deduct any points for her being here, because, like I said, it's a better mystery than our other 2 mystery episodes. However, I will deduct a point for Pinkie's behavior. She's acting too random, and seems to be on some kind of sugar high here. Considering her appearance in the last episode, this pattern does not bode well. They all stay in the library together, and Twilight gets the idea to write a journal to keep their lessons. We didn't learn anything about the chest, but it looks like we're getting our end of the episode lessons back. That's nice. Oh, look out, it's Sakura. This is an interesting episode to be sure. I like the payoff a lot, but the setup seems rather forced. It's almost like a reverse Baby Cakes, although not that incredibly insulting. Not all of the motivations made sense, and some of them came off as excuses just to get the main 6 inside the castle. But I can look past things like that if the payoff is worth it, and here it is well worth it. There's both a sense of mystery and a very good sense of atmosphere. The suspense builds up as it goes on, and the comedy never gets in the way, except for when Pinkie is around. I suppose that it's a good thing that she was the Pony of Shadows, or it wouldn't have boded well for this episode. Seriously though, writers, I am begging you, do not degenerate her character. The next episode is Daring Don't, which I expect to be a better version of the first issue of the micro-series. Who's writing it, by the way? Huh.